Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Track Limits podcast. I'm your host Swish with my co-host Mikey. We are doing something quite different today, Mikey.
Big time.
You and I are wearing gym gear. We are definitely in a unusual environment.
I didn't agree to this.
When it comes to what we typically do. But we're with a really exciting guest. Somebody who has probably trained some of the drivers that you look to or are really excited to get to know more. This is Bradley Scanes. He's an F1 trainer. He also does other sports now outside of F1. He trains professional athletes. I don't know why he's training us today, but he's been very nice to do it. And we're going to get to know him throughout the next few minutes. So thank you, Brad, for coming down.
No worries. Thank you for having me. And,
how are you doing?
I'm just disappointed we got that hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, you never thought about that, actually.
I will say, honestly,
So now we're going harder than we were.
Yes.
I was going to wear the Red Bull hat, and then I'm like, But no, I'm so excited that you're here. And how often do you typically, by the way, go and train people? Is it every day that you're going out pretty much? Or
Yeah, depends who I'm working with.
Right.
So for example, in F1 with Max, we're obviously not training every day because we're in a race season. But if we take pre-season, for example, it might be 6, 7, 8 times a week. So
Right.
it could be twice a day. So it really depends on where you are in the season and what the schedule is.
And I'm guessing you're flying around a bunch then for that?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. But central London, that's kind of your home, no?
Yeah, so I live in Essex, so it's 40 minutes from here.
Right.
It's 2 years ago I was doing 200 days away. Last year was about 150. So
wow. All right, well, I'm excited. This is your show. Feel free to take us through this, and we have a bunch of questions. We're going to pepper it back at you.
Okay,
so
cool.
Throughout, we'll probably just keep that conversation lively and go from there.
Yeah, no, that's great. So if we take a picture of an F1 kind of mid-season sort of thing that we would do, you've got F1. It's quite a unique sport in that you need to train everything. You need to be cardiovascularly fit, strong in the legs, strong in the core, strong in the upper body, and also the neck as well. So we have a bit of fun with that. But what we'd try and do mid-season is try and cover everything. So we might set it up that we start with some legs, move into some arms, some core, and then finish with some neck. Because we might only get 2 sessions in a 3-4 week period, and we're trying to just maintain throughout as we go. So we'll imagine we've done some warming up.
Yep.
Grab your dumbbells.
Warmed up. Sure, good one.
So we'll start with, we'll basically go 3 exercises for the legs, 3 exercises for the upper, 3 for the core, and then we'll do a little bit of fun with the neck after. See how you boys fare with
Sounds like a plan. We're ready to go.
Ready to go, lad.
So strong in the legs, so squats first. Bring the weights up, and then just coming down into some squats.
Oh yeah.
See what we got. We got 8 to 12 reps.
So tell us about your off season. What's it like now? You're completely out of F1, or you're still
Completely out of F1 as it is at the moment.
Yeah. So you get a lot longer off season then, I'll take it?
Well, not really, because a lot of junior series and also endurance races have already started. So I've already been at 2 races this year already.
Oh wow!
Right.
Raced Daytona 24 hours with a team a couple of weeks ago, and we had part of the Asian series in Abu Dhabi in January as well. So already done 2 races.
Is there anything different then from a driver? If you're training a driver for an F1 race versus a Le Mans at 24 hours?
Yeah.
Is it more on the endurance side of it rather than the actual peak physical
Yeah,
side?
sure. So second exercise, we're going to go into our deadlifts here. So back straight, bend the knees, and then drive up through the hips. Good stuff. Yes and no. A lot of the qualities are the same. Obviously, in endurance racing, you're not having to worry so much about the strength component,
Right.
the neck, and kind of the upper body and stuff there. But what you do have is you've got much more of a endurance profile. These guys are going to be working really hard over 24 hours. They might be out there for 3 or 4 hours at a time. They're going to have less sleep, so then they need to be more physically fit to then be able to cope with that as well. Daytona was super interesting because it's the first time I've gone on what they call a roval, which has got a bit of an oval as well. And there's quite a big neck component to that you don't see in European or WEC endurance racing. So that was quite an interesting thing.
So do you personalize then a lot of the workouts based on not only the athlete, but also the type of motorsport that they're engaged in?
Yes, yeah. It's important because if you're training a junior driver, upper body's a lot more important because they haven't got power steering, so they need to be able to rotate the car.
Right.
Formula One drivers hardly need any upper body because they don't have to rotate that car.
Right.
Fair.
Third exercise, so we're going to come down on our back.
You ever get one of those moments when you're standing in line about to pay and suddenly you take your card out and it looks like it just gave up on life? Like it's bent, scratched, barely hanging on, and you're just embarrassed to even hand it over. Well, that used to also be me until I ordered the Cash App card. And not only does it work with your Cash App, but you get to design it yourself, which I did. Mine's got a little cartoon duck wearing sunglass sticker. Why? I don't know. It just felt right. But real talk, Cash App, who's today's amazing sponsor, makes handling money super easy. It took me like 2 minutes to sign up, like legit 2 minutes. I've spent longer deciding on snacks I want to eat. But anyways, Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure that your money stays your money. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use a Cash App card for purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there are no hidden fees. Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of the free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code TRACKLIMITS in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you will get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's banking partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposits, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Incorporated brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Arms across the chest, one leg in the air, lifting up through there. This is a glute exercise. You're going to do 25 on each leg.
25.
What are we doing here?
Oh yeah, I feel it. Yeah, there we go.
So one of the biggest, or probably the biggest injuries or pain that Formula One drivers get is lower back.
Lower
The
back.
stronger that we can make the glutes and the lower back muscles, you know, the more they can shock absorb and protect against the...
Is that because there's the F1 cars are so stiff, there's no suspension, so it's harder on the back?
22, that got a whole lot worse for people.
Yeah, with all the
What was it? Reg changes, yeah.
Exactly.
And then Bradley, what's probably the weirdest place you've done a workout? Because I'm guessing you have to be adaptable to the environment you're in. Like, are you doing it in like tight spaces or?
Yeah, last year actually we did. I was working with a driver, Timur, and we were at Le Mans.
Okay.
So we were racing Le Mans 24 hours, and you're out there for like 2 weeks because there's a whole event, there's a whole festival going on in the town.
Yeah.
You know, you test a week before you even race. There's a lot. But so we had a bit of downtime in the middle of the week, and we were training in a truck.
Oh wow.
You can switch legs there if you haven't
I
already.
already switched.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're training in a truck. You know, we
Yeah.
link up all the bands. You know, use what we can and do a decent workout.
So it's basically mid-season for you, it's just maintaining. You're not trying to add or build, it's just maintain those muscles.
Yeah. So pre-season's as a driver for fitness. Pre-season's your most important block.
Okay.
Right.
You've got to get yourself up to scratch cardiovascularly and generally kind of strong throughout.
Right.
The rest of it then comes with driving.
Okay.
You will get little blocks during the season. So like summer break for us, we would have a window of 3.5 weeks. We'd have 2 weeks off, 10 days to 2 weeks off. And then we'd have like a almost mini kind of training camp where you got 7 to 10 days to do everything again and really kind of ramp it up. Last year, F1 had a couple of those breaks, didn't they? Where they had kind of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was a weird setup. It was like a midsummer break, but it was over three weeks.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of had one in the first half of the season,
Yeah.
summer break, and then one in the second half of the season. So you would kind of gain in time there to do a bit more kind of training and stuff. I know like some of our seasons, you're in that second half of the season in the flyaways, you're just trying to hang on for dear life. Like, you know, it's all about recovery, feeling well, health, wellness, sleep. You know, you're just getting in what you can as you go. So.
And F1 drivers, I mean, especially with them, it's not even just about working out. It's also about staying a certain weight because they have to stay a certain weight. You know, like
you guys can go back and just go around 3 times round on these.
Oh, every circuit. Okay, there we go.
Every additional pound, every additional kg means speed or like a difference in speed, right? So do you also advise them on like what they eat and like what they take in? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it all varies depending on who's working with a driver and stuff there. So, for example, like I look after nutrition, but nutrition might not be my thing. So we'll have a nutritionist look at everything, and then I'll action it on the ground, let's say.
Gotcha.
And then on race weekends, I'm with the catering staff. You know, I need this meal, I need that meal, I need it at this time, etc.
You're handpicking it for the driver.
We set it all up, yeah. And you're right. You know, there is a weight limit, 80 kilos in F1. That's with kit and seat.
Yeah.
So drivers need to be 74 max straight to deadlifts.
Do drivers struggle to maintain that? Like, have you noticed that?
Some do, yeah. Some don't. You know, I don't think Yuki probably.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But people, you know, people like Max, for example, he's tall. You know, he's not too far off my height. Built really well.
True.
There's no way I could maintain 74 kilos.
You look at George Russell, and he's such a tall build, but he's so skinny. But then you think about it,
he has to stay skinny.
He's probably still struggling.
Yeah.
Will that affect then his muscle overall because he can't feed it the protein it needs?
No, you can train in different ways.
You still train different ways.
So you know, I know he's super fit, super strong, and they'll maintain the weight just for the build that he is. And that's where it comes. You know, working with a good coach, good trainer. They can, you know, almost build your body for the type of person you are, right? It's
and when you see like all these new rookies, we got a load of rookies coming in last season. We got more rookies coming in here.
Yep.
What's the one thing you worry with a rookie? Is it they'll go too eager because they got opportunities coming to F1, or they'll wait to the last minute to prepare? They'll be too.
I think in the physical nature of preparation, you can't be too eger. You know,
You can't be too eager.
No, I don't think
It's like
so.
guys. It's like guys.
Yeah, come on. leg in here, let's go. Yeah, because, you know, for them, the more fitness they put on, pile on, you know, the less they're going to have to think about it.
True.
You know, last 15 minutes of a race in Singapore, you don't want to be thinking, oh, I'm tired here. You know, you want to be focusing and concentrating on the overtake that you've got to make into the turn. So, yeah, I don't think they can do too much there.
I think it's always impressive for Singapore. You always see a snippet of Carlos Sainz. He puts a spin bike in the sauna room and he trains it. Like, have you done stuff like that with athletes before, where you'll train for like a heat?
Yeah, so we never really had to do anything like that because we were lucky. We were based in Monaco, so we would use our summer break block to go out at midday and train in 36 degree heat and go and do our run there. And it was tough. It was tough. But after 2 or 3 weeks, it takes about 3 weeks to fully heat adapt.
Okay.
So, you know, people jumping in a sauna a few days before or the week before, they're not heat adapted. All they're doing there is just kind of getting used to getting uncomfortable, really, or feeling uncomfortable.
Right. Fair.
Straight back into squats.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then we also saw, I think on your, I think it was Instagram, that you worked with a few of the junior drivers too, like Iwasa. Are you like trying to then work with F2, F3 drivers as well, so they kind of have like that discipline of working out in the right way when they come in?
Yeah, for sure. So I was lucky when I was at Red Bull to take on the junior program as well, and just advise and kind of build that out a little bit.
Right.
And now since stepping away from F1, I have my own company, Elite Formula Physio and Training, and we look after the brand placement very well.
Very well done. Very well done there.
And yeah, we look after. We've got 5 drivers on board at the moment, 2 teams.
Oh wow,
very neat.
Me and my colleague and another guy that works for us as well. We look after the teams and the drivers from that sense.
Oh, amazing.
It's a mixture of in-person, remote, you know, advising on performance setup and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
so
very interesting.
It's it's been a fun ride. You know, I'm super thankful for everything F1 kind of gave me, and reaping the rewards now, as it were.
No, it's good you're building off that. From all your time between F1 and your current job now, any funny insides or any funny jokes from training or mishaps from training with athletes?
Yeah, like cool experiences even.
No, I think they were mainly me. I think one of the only viral videos I had was I was trying to film Max when we were running along this coastline run, completely tripped over. Phil Max was like, I'm running along like this, filming him, and away I go.
No. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And we had another one as well. The weather was terrible in Monaco.
Yeah.
And along that coastal run, like the sea can come right up and over. And so we're like dodging the waves, running in like water. It's probably a bit dangerous. Probably shouldn't have taken him out there.
Yeah,
But we won't tell the bosses that. And he's in front, and he's like ducked under a wave, gone under one of like the rock fences. Well, I've just got absolutely battered by this wave, completely soaked. Yeah, he set me up for failure.
Love it. Love it.
How did that opportunity come about? I mean, I think the opportunity to train arguably one of the greatest drivers of all time. I mean, I don't think that's an argument, but, you know, 4-time world champion, obviously now. You had him early on as well. Like, how did that opportunity even come about initially?
Yeah, I think...
They say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you can only get to pick 2. What if you could have all 3 at the same time? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have, since they have upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is a blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in high availability, consistently high performance environment and spend less than you would with other clouds. How is it faster? OCI's block storage gives you more operation per second. Cheaper? OCI costs up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better? In test after test, OCI customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is a cloud built for AI and all of your biggest workloads. Right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Head to oracle.com/track limits. That's oracle.com/track limits.
Right place, right time. I got lucky, I think. You know, and I say that in the sense of, you know, I'd had a very nice career up until then as well. But yeah, it was kind of a beautiful mix of kind of 2 people coming together at the right time. I'd done 10 years in sport before that, so I'd worked with a professional UK soccer team in League 1 and League 2. I'd worked with Team GB, 4 years with the basketball team doing an Olympic cycle, 4 years with the gymnastics team doing an Olympic cycle. We'd won gold medals, world championships, so kind of already had that to my name. And I was working with elite athletes at Performance Centre in London. And then one of the guys was also working in F1.
Right.
And this guy called Max was looking for a performance coach, and I think the key was he wanted a physio and a strength coach, strength and conditioning coach. My name got put into the mix, and I met the people doing the hiring. A few days later, I went out to Barcelona and met him.
And it was an instant click, like you vibed straight away?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, got on very, very quickly. I think just common interests, common goals.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I wasn't there to mess around. It was. I think the first thing I said to him was, "How do we win you a world championship?" And then we just sat and talked about what was needed. But I think the key for me was I was super lucky. His whole family were there, so I met his dad, I met his sister, I met his friends, I met his girlfriend at the time.
It's a family affair.
And we all just got on. We all clicked.
Yeah.
And yeah, he had seen 2 or 3 people before that. Some had been out to Abu Dhabi with him, but yeah, I think it was more the getting on than, because, you know, anyone can do my job, right? It's well, I say that, but
the vibe.
Physios,
you're traveling with
coaches.
the person, you're involved with the family, you have to get in.
Yeah.
When you do meet between the soccer athletes, all the athletes, can you spot something special? Because an athlete's already at the top of the level.
Yeah.
Like when you first met Max, did you know, okay, this guy's out there? Like
yeah, for sure. Right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna come down on our backs.
Yep.
And we're chest pressing up.
Good. All right.
This is a good example. We've got a couple of weights, but no bench. You can do this in a truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. You know, there's. I think first and foremost, you notice a unwavering determination to win.
Okay.
That you don't always see in everybody. You know, I've been around a lot of athletes, but some are so single-minded they think about nothing else. And the greats that I've worked with, so 3-time Olympic gold medalist, triathlon world champion, Max as a 4-time, 4-time F1 world champion. Yep. You just see it in their eyes. You feel it. They'll win. It's all costs.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then we're coming up, and we're going to bend over, keep the back nice and straight, and then just pull in.
I mean, I always wonder what the interview process for new clients would be, right? Because it's like one of those jobs where I feel like, yeah, you could have a great resume and great portfolio, but you kind of also have to just do a trial run almost, right?
Yeah, of course.
To like get the vibe check.
I think if you're going to work one-on-one with an athlete, you can't not.
Yeah.
Like it's and that's why it's so interesting, because I think Max saw 3 people before me.
Right.
And I got the call the next day.
Oh wow! You clicked straight away.
Exactly. And then, funny enough, I was like, I'm not sure I can do this, because I was with the gymnastics team at the time.
Okay.
I had my own physio clinic, and I was working at this one in London as well, which we saw, professional boxers, tennis players, cyclists. So we were looking after a lot of people.
Yeah.
Didn't have the time to go 200 days away.
Right.
Yeah.
But I kind of went away and thought about it, and I was like, actually, it's a hell of an opportunity. So, and I'd been kind of wanting to work with a single athlete on their own, because I'd done all the team stuff before.
Yeah, okay.
This was something a friend of mine was doing it out in the States with an NBA player, and it was kind of the next step in my career as well. So.
And what do you think separates maybe your style of doing things?
Press.
Oh yeah. Press. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think separates your style of training compared to perhaps other, trainers and physios out there?
Yeah, I think my physio background helps me with that. It's very facilitative. It's more collaborative. It's not, okay, we're coming in, we're doing this, and this. It's, okay, what do we need to work on? I don't know F1. I've never been in an F1 car.
Right.
So I can look at all the research and the data, but he knows what he feels and where he feels it. Like I was so interested, so I was super, super lucky. First couple of months we were in Portimao. Yeah, right. He was driving some GT Cup cars around with his family. They do it on the off season, get the eye back in after winter break. So he's like, come on, Brad, come and sit in the car with me.
Oh, sit in the car with me.
Yes, I'm sitting next to him in this GT Cup car, and. Firstly, I didn't know whether to feel sick, be sick, or enjoy it. It was one of the most incredible experiences. But I could feel it in my hamstrings. I could feel it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, why am I feeling it here? But obviously, I'm kind of gripping into the seat. And so straight away, the feeling there was, okay, wow, I wouldn't have thought that I need to train that so much.
Got you.
This is what these guys are going to feel in the car when they're bracing over a curb or hanging on around a corner. So yeah, I think where coaches have gone wrong in the past, particularly with someone like Max and some of the other guys that I work with, is they try to be very didactic. They try to be, you got to have this juice in the morning, you got to eat this in the evening, you've got to, if someone doesn't enjoy it, they ain't going to do it.
Right. And with everything here now, what's like moving into this year? Like, what's new for you? Is there any new projects you're working on? What are you excited about the most now? Yeah,
I think this year for me, I'm going to be out in America quite a lot.
Okay.
So I'm going to be working with a team out there who are racing in the IMSA series and the IndyCar series. So nice. It'll be my first Indy 500.
Very nice.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and Daytona was my first, stateside race other than F1. Right. So I'm excited to experience that. Different series of racing, different categories, different types of driving, and see how that goes. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, growing up, did you ever have a curiosity around motorsport growing up? Like, to get in the car? No, not at all.
No? Zero.
Yeah. And what about, like, planning out your life? Did you already know that this was perhaps the path you wanted to go down, or?
Not in motorsports. No.
Right.
No, I never knew anything about motorsports until I got the call about having this interview with Max.
Right.
It's kind of tough though, because you've trained the best and you've gotten the best out of him. So no pressure moving forward. Like, you gotta be performing.
Well, we're super lucky. Last year we looked after 5 drivers.
Right.
And every single driver we worked with since I started motorsports in 2020 has at least ended up on a podium at some stage. So.
Oh, wow.
That's a good.
Wow. I guess a couple of final questions here. When it comes to 2025 then, what you're very excited about in terms of like other athletes you could work with, or even the existing clients that you have, is there anything new that you're going to be adding into elite training that we can kind of look forward to in 2025?
In terms of what people are doing, or
what you're offering even.
Okay. I think the way motorsports training will go. I mean, we know a lot about it now.
Yeah.
There's more science, more research starting to come out.
Right.
I think what we'll start to see, you know, we know how to train all of this. We know how to train the neck. We know how to train the cardiovascular fitness. I think what we might start to see is a bit more like visual stuff, a bit more kind of neuro, proprioceptive, sensory motor sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Whilst you think about that, you can actually try your neck test for the day, all right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so you're going to come into here,
Ready? Do you mind
up to here,
Yeah.
and let's see how long you can hold it for.
What's a good time?
Don't push too hard, though, because you might have this for a while. I won't make you do the sideways one.
Where's the disclaimer I got to sign?
More like I got to sign.
What is
That is
an average
insane.
time an F1 driver would do in this?
They could pop off a minute on this.
Say what?
They could pop off a minute on this one, yeah.
Easy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You've done pretty well there, though.
Telling you, lad. Just give me the seat. Give me the drive.
So yeah, I think so. You know, this is just anecdotal for me, but having been around a lot of the very, very good drivers from a human performance side of things, the visual component is big.
When you say visual, are you talking about the visual, like the hand-to-eye coordination?
Yeah, all of it. So coordination, reaction, spatial awareness, it all comes under the bracket of like a visual acuity sort of thing. So, I mean, you watch some of these drivers, like I watched Max on the sim countless times, and he doesn't even blink. Like,
Yeah, he's just so hyper-focused.
He's so focused. Always.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that component, and then obviously the biggest thing is always that kind of don't know yourself.
Yeah.
I can see you starting.
Yeah, no, I was like, we're like slouching in an armchair there.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got that whole thing of like decision making under pressure. So
True.
They're the two big things that I think set aside, you know, the great from the good.
That's true, because you see drivers these days.
Shuffle down a little bit so your head's, your top of your neck's not on it.
Like that? Yep.
So just should be your head. So if you take the feet that way a bit,
A little bit backwards, yeah.
just head on there. Yeah.
Because you can't even see it with some modern
Oh yeah.
F1 drivers. It's like, it's not what the team want. They're like, oh, box. The real good ones can analyze the situation, can realize, hey, no, this isn't a good call. I'm going to stay out.
Yeah.
So I guess I know what you mean. You can't be just so hyper-focused on the task at hand. You have to be looking 2-3 steps ahead.
Yeah, and a lot comes into that. You know, it's the ability to drive first and foremost.
Yeah.
It's the feel you have in the car. It's also your physical fitness. You know, if you have any tiredness there, then your cognitive capacity is going to be taken up with the feeling of tiredness rather than the feeling of, is this overtaking this corner a good decision?
You're in survival mode rather than
exactly.
Switch. That was not good, lad.
That was good, man. My head is like, whoa.
Yeah. So we'll do a number of different neck training stuff.
Okay.
We'd have a harness on. We'll be doing all that sort of stuff. But that's a nice little test at the start of the season.
Good.
Just
I
to
love
see
it.
what
We'll add
people
that
are.
to our training.
We'll add this in.
Yeah.
The sideways one's even harder, but that's you got to build up to that one.
Okay.
Brilliant. Well, I think they got a class here. Thanks, Brad. Really appreciate it. I know we couldn't go through everything, but this was fantastic. And I mean, a good glimpse into like what you're doing with some of the drivers that you work with, which is great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
No
Appreciate it. We got a bit interrupted in the studio. We are with Bradley. We're here preparing, like Bradley said, for the Vegas Grand Prix now, which is very cold.
Yeah.
But I have two final questions, Bradley.
Only time in 4 years I wore shorts that race. Or didn't wear shorts.
Or trousers.
Or trousers, yeah.
Your advice for any like new trainers out there. It's become a popular discipline.
Yeah.
If you're an up-and-coming trainer, or not even in motorsports just generally, what is your advice for those people?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, work hard on your craft. So one thing that F1 drivers and other athletes that work with, want one person with them, is they want someone who's dual qualified. So if you're a physiotherapist, you probably need to be a strength and conditioning coach as well. If you're a strength and conditioning coach, you probably need to be a sports therapist or nutritionist and have a couple of strings to your bow. But be really, really good at what you do first. So I was 10 years in professional sport as a physio before I qualified as strength and conditioning coach and before I went into work with Max. So, it's not going to happen straight away. As much as there's 20 F1 drivers in the world, there's only 20 people that do what I used to do. So it's up there. So become really, really good at that. And don't be afraid to work at all different levels. So, you know, go and help your local go-karting team and start to train some of the younger kids, or look after them from an injury point of view, or go and work in different sports, because again, drivers can't drive an F1 car, same as you can't go and work with F1. So go and work with football or rugby, and just experience different sports, different travel. You know, going to tournaments and looking after a team is, you know, such a good education. And you can do that, especially in the UK. You can pick up, you know, like a judo team with Team GB, and quite early on in your career, and end up going to European Championships, which can be super helpful. So get good work experience, work super hard on your craft, and get dual qualified would probably be the big things from me.
I love it. Final question, your prediction. Constructors champion in 2025, drivers champion. I think you might be a bit biased, but we'll see what you say here.
Drivers, I'm sticking with my old boy Max. I think even if that car's not up to scratch, you know, he can extract the maximum out of it. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Constructors, I'd love it to go to the old boys and girls at Red Bull, but I don't think it will. So I'll stick with McLaren again. I think Oscar's going to be in for a really good season. He's got a great team around him, and I look forward to seeing what he can do. So,
brilliant,
amazing.
Well, that's a wrap, guys. We're going to stay tuned for the reaction game coming up right after.
I haven't seen this one before.
Thanks so much.